Welcome back to another episode of the Fuck It podcast. So, today, what we want to speak about is what you mentioned last episode, and that's about taking space within a relationship, which is something that we've learned to do over the years, whether it's taking a few hours of space, a few weeks, a few months. And I know that this can raise eyebrows, so we will dive into it in a moment. But I just want to bring what's alive between us right now, which is shit around birthdays. I want to bring this because maybe other couples deal with this. Okay, tomorrow it is Anaelle's birthday, and we spoke all week about what she wants to do, what we're gonna do. We're gonna meet some friends, go to waterfall, for dinner with them, la la la. And then the thing with the present. So I didn't get her a present yet. I will, but I'm confused. Every year, there's always tension and stress in my body around your birthday. And this probably stems from the fact that growing up as a child, we celebrated, but we didn't really have presents. It wasn't a thing in our family. Yes. Do I love getting presents? Yes. Do I love seeing your face when I give you a present? Yes. I love that you get excited, but there's still something inside me that it's like brain fog around birthday and brain fog around buying a present. And yeah, I'm traumatized. I don't know. I bought you a wedding ring and you didn't like it. You switched our wedding ring, okay? And I'm traumatized from this one birthday that I'm confused because there's this one birthday. Was it like 30?
My 30.
Your 30th
30.
birthday. That I don't know what happened there, but I was in such a shit place in my life, and it's not an excuse, but it kind of is. And I was depressed, and I forgot your birthday, or what was it? Like I didn't reserve a place, and then we ended up going to this shitty place, like Mexican place in Tel Aviv, and we just fought on your birthday. We were walking on the boardwalk in Tel Aviv, and it was really bad. And then since then I'm stressed, and I have it in you're just like, oh, it happens once a year. Yeah, it's in my calendar. I have reminders building up to it because it's so stressful. And then like last year or 2 years ago, I was like stressing about your birthday, and like, no, it's okay, whatever. It's just a birthday. We'll figure it out. We'll have fun. So I am confused about your birthday. I care about you, and I feel like I buy presents for you on ongoing basis in the past year, and it's something like it's one day in the birthday year and that. But yeah, I like that I have my birthday and it's special, but there's so much stress around so many birthdays, and I hear this from so many people that they like about their birthday. Yeah, like they don't want to do something, they want to do something. It's like all this attention on them and da da da. And I think it's beautiful that in the past few years you're like, I want to do this on my birthday, and let's do this to celebrate, and like celebrate yourself. And it's a beautiful thing to do, to celebrate ourselves on the birthday. But I don't want to be stressed about it. I never know what to buy you for as a present. And you were just saying now, so buy me something simple. Buy me something. Okay, but how simple? What do I buy you? A chocolate? Just a birthday card? Like, is it something big? I know you want a Kindle for a long time, but here in Bali, I've searched for Kindles and they don't have any Kindle stores, and they don't have places to buy Kindles. And then I'm like, what the fuck do I get? So then I freeze and I do nothing. And then you're disappointed, and then it can either be a good birthday or then it could turn into a shitty birthday. And I don't know what to do.
Okay, I wanna call you out. You can't use the excuse of childhood and I didn't have present growing up, because we're together for 15 years. We've been almost 15 years. We've been through this before. We unpacked the trauma around birthdays. We did that in the past. So I feel like at this point, it's really simple.
But it's not my number one love language of giving.
No, that's also already like an excuse, because like we unpacked that in the previous years. We talked about it. Yes, it's not your love language, your primary, but we've learned that I enjoy that, and that actually it's nice to receive a present. So it's like, how can we take responsibility for understanding each other's like love languages?
But it's a lot of energy and brain. I don't know what to call it. Like I said, it's like
Okay,
to think like it's easier for me to come in and touch you. Maybe for a lot of people.
Okay,
it's
and
not.
I value the fact that it's not your primary love language, but at the same time, it's like, by now I expect you to understand what I like. It's not like we just met each other. It's like I express what I like. So it's like if you really shift from your own story towards like what does she like, it's quite simple. And that's what I wanted to say. It's like when we express to each other what we like and we give attention to our desire of the desire of our partners, it becomes simple. So okay, for you it's easier to give touch, but for me I enjoy receiving a gift for my birthday. So, and you know that. So it's like, oh, if we talked about it already, I know what she likes and I know how to make her happy, why not just do it instead of going into a story of like I have a trauma around birthdays. It's been 5 years. 6! I'm turning 36. It's been 6 years since the event that caused the trauma of you not remembering my 30th birthday.
But then I stressed about it a lot, and then things calm down, and then a few years later, you're like, oh, it's not so important. So I'm already confused. Is it important for you? Is it not important
so
for you?
So,
like,
but that's the thing. There is a balance between, is it the most important thing in my life? No. Is it, do I need like a big plan and a big birthday shenanigans? No. Do I still enjoy receiving a gift and a card? Yes, and you know that. So why are you creating a whole story when there is no story?
Because there are so many other things that I'm dealing with on day to day.
Okay, so but you have a year to prepare for this day, and it's very simple actually. Because I'm not asking you to create like a special day. I'm taking care of what I want to do, which is something that I took off from you. I'm not expecting you to plan the entire day, even though you did a great job last year. You took the initiative and you created a beautiful day for us, and I loved it. And I felt so loved that you thought about it ahead of time. You knew my birthday was coming up and you were thinking about what to do with me. And I told you there's no pressure, but it felt nice to receive it. So you know all of this already. So why is this different this year? Like, why suddenly it's again like such a big story?
Because I guess we had a lot of change in the past week. We moved from Copenhagen to Bali. In this time, I'm working, we're shifting, we're changing, we're trying to do different things, we're trying to figure different shit out, and so yeah, it's not like the number one thing. And for me, like I said, like going out and choosing a present for you is stressful. It's like, what the fuck does she want? I don't know what does she like? So you just said, yeah, I like many things, blah blah. Oh yeah, if it was only that easy.
So you can help yourself and be like, babe, I want to buy you a present. Can you give me 10 options of things you would like? Simple.
Okay, what do you want for your birthday?
No, I don't want to say it. No, it's not necessary to have it recorded, but I'm just saying, okay, what can we learn from this? That is, what's the value in this conversation? I think that the value in this conversation is understanding each other's expectations and needs and desires, and how can we be a great partner to our partner's desires. So, what can we learn from this?
Say it, because you're leading to somewhere. I'm not gonna guess.
It's not a guess. You can learn from this that I enjoy receiving an attention in the form of a letter and a gift for my birthday. It makes me feel seen and loved on my birthday. It makes this day that I agree with you, it's a day that is full of expectation, and that's what I don't like about birthdays. But it's a simple way to show your love to me in a way that makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can learn from this, that little gestures of a letter and a little gift makes me feel good.
So a letter for me is something very intimate, something very personal, and it
A
It's not like
simple.
a button that I can press, and it takes a lot of energy because I write from deep parts of my heart. And when it's like I need it today,
No, you
that's a
have a
lot of
year to
pressure.
write. Once a year.
I'm
I
not gonna
like to.
write a birthday card half a year ago.
No, but you know that my birthday comes every year at the same date. And you can connect the dots and know that this is what I like. It's like, can I do that in a way that is like coming out of love and not out of pressure?
But I share love in many ways on a day-to-day basis. Why does this day become like a? Why is it different? Why does there need to be this pressure on one
Okay, so
day?
I want to remove the question and be like, it's not a why kind of question. It's like saying, why is it important to you that I'll give you a hug? I love you in other ways. I'm expressing something that I love, and the answer should be, I hear you. I hear that that's what you love, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Is it something that I cannot provide you? Then yes, you need to bring that up and we can negotiate it. Is it something that I can because I see that it's important to you, so I can do for you because I can? If it's something you cannot do, if I'm asking you for something that is like impossible
I
for you to
can, and I
do,
think I'm reacting like this because it's something that I can do, and I feel guilty that I didn't do it on time and properly. And every year, not every year, but many times, I fail at it.
no, that's a story. It's not true. Every year you're doing a great job. So why are you creating a story
Because
that
tomorrow's your
doesn't?
birthday, and now I don't have time to buy you a present in time, and I fucked up.
Okay, so great.
And now you're disappointed.
How
And I
can
don't
you
like when you're
fix it?
disappointed.
So how can you fix it?
Like you said, to buy you a present and give it to you in the next few days.
Okay,
But
and
then it's
okay, more simple. You can open your notebook and write a little note tonight and give it to me tomorrow morning, and you know it will make me feel happy.
but then it doesn't feel authentic. It feels like it's not coming from me because like you wanted it and I forgot and now I'm doing it, and then it feels like, oh, I'm doing you a favor.
Okay, so now it's my responsibility how I interpret it. Can I say I'm grateful for the fact that you took the initiative, and yes, of course it feels better when you think about it ahead of time, but I told you what I like and I received it. So can I accept the offer and be like, I appreciate, and I know that it's not easy for you and you did it anyway. So it's my choice on how to react to it.
Okay.
And I think that in the past, when I was younger, I would create a story around it and I would get disappointed. And we would be in this state of like, you didn't meet my expectations. And now I can express what I like. And if you are a good listener and you understand the bottom line, you can simply write a letter and it would make me happy to receive it on my birthday tomorrow. Simple.
Okay. And in that letter, I can write like a present to come,
Okay. Yeah.
and then it can come.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
13 minutes on birthdays.
It's a big thing.
And it's not such a big thing. Okay, of course, for some people, birthdays are not important at all. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't make such a big deal out of it, but it's nice to celebrate life. So when we have
Yeah.
an opportunity to celebrate, it's just an excuse to have more fun.
And
This is how I see
yeah,
it.
and even if it was a big deal for you, it's relevant. And whoever makes a big deal of it, if that's what they feel they need on their birthday, that's fine. Like we all, I think something beautiful about birthdays is on the day to day, we're constantly running and chasing and who knows what. And we all just want to be seen and loved. Maybe we don't feel that every day because everybody has important things for themselves. So we're constantly giving and taking energy. Even if I see you and I say, I love you today, then maybe 5 minutes later you're telling me, and like there isn't all the focus. And one day in the year, you feel that focus. It's kind of like, it's not the same, but once in a lifetime, why do people why is it so special, like a wedding for people? In the end, it was just a party, and I don't know, but like we felt like on MD for a few hours because 300 people came just for us to give us love and to celebrate our togetherness and our individuality. And that's an amazing feeling. And so you have once a year, you have this day where it's like, okay, more focus is on me. And maybe it's a beautiful thing.
And you know what it is when we bring it down to what it is? It's about rituals and intention. And this is something that makes a difference.
What does that mean, rituals and intention?
I will explain in a minute. Okay. But these are the things that differentiate from the everyday life. When we're in a relationship, when we're living our lives, there's so much going on, and we do everything, and we say I love you, and we meet friends, and we get together, and we talk about stuff. And
I see, like it's a moment to stop and reflect and pause.
When we put intention and ritual into our lives, it creates something special in a moment. So we can, for example, and I think we talked about it, about our sexuality. About, okay, we can have sexual moments all the time, but what if we create something with intention, a space for us to connect, and we create a ritual around it that makes it special? Putting on lights, drinking a cacao together, which we haven't ever done, but it's an idea. Putting candles. You create something out of the ordinary, and that is the ritual. Why people do rituals? Because it's like changing our perspective and our intention. So instead of just having a small catch up with friends, we intentionally get together and spend time in an intentional way. And that's the difference between like casual meeting and deep connection with people, where we decide to intentionally spend time together and be like, hey, we haven't seen each other in a long time. How about we open a watch and I want to give you 5 minutes of me listening deeply to you. That's a ritual that we do to create something special together.
Fair enough. Okay.
So it's not so this topic is not only about birthdays, it's about creating opportunities for things. We can move on with our lives and not give attention to any dates and anything that is like just another day, or we can decide that this day is special because.
Yeah, and it goes for holidays and New Year's and stuff like this. It's, in theory, we can say, we celebrate life every day, but there, like I said before, started saying there's something about taking a moment, pausing and reflecting, just like what's it called, anniversary. So we celebrate ourselves, each other, and our love every day, but stopping once a year and looking back and saying like, wow, what have we achieved this year? What have you done this year? Stopping for a moment, celebrating you, celebrating the you that was a year ago and where you are now, the differences, the challenges you've been through, and doing that through conversation or through presents or through cards or I get it. Really appreciate you joining us today for this episode of the Fuck It Podcast, and we'll see you on the next one. Love you.